maybe I should, since usually I'm pretty unlucky. 7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. If you believe that, reveal yourself in the comments. I thought it would be American kids, but no, American adults. No, it's okay. There's this brand of European chocolate, and I can't remember if it's German. I don't know. But it has a picture of a purple cow as a logo, and there are kids that seriously believe that there are purple cows in the nature. So bananas are curved because they grow towards the sun. An average person produces enough saliva in their lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools. Oh, I don't want to think about that. That's, okay. Movie trailers were originally shown at the end of films, which is how they got the name trailers. But it doesn't say why. What would be the point? To summarize the movie? Interesting. By the way, I have not fact-checked these facts, but I'm reading this from a published book, so I hope they're correct, okay? Heart attacks are 20% more likely to happen on a Monday than any other day of the week. This one seems definitely true. In 2017, more people died while taking selfies than were killed by sharks. Is it because people were taking selfies in very dangerous places to look interesting and then they fell to death? I guess so. A lion's roar is so loud that it can be heard up to 5 miles away. The following sentence can be read both backwards and forwards. And this is the sentence. Are you ready for this? Do geese see God? And then backwards. Do geese see God? Yeah, it works. It works if you read it backwards and forwards. In Uganda, 48% of the population is under 15 years old and 77% is under 30. Approximately 10 to 20% of power outages in the US are caused by squirrels. 10 to 20%, that is a lot. That is a lot. Only by squirrels. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are all banned in China. Yeah, they have their own social media and also their own version of TikTok, which is vastly different from the actual version of TikTok that's in the US or Europe. Even though it's a Chinese app, they have their own. And it's supposed to be better. Honeybees can recognize human faces. Nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. I feel like we would all be better off if we didn't know this fact. Crocodiles can't stick their tongues out, but alligators can. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping so they don't drift away relationship between these sea otters, okay? But the other one gave the human their favorite rock, which symbolizes like the highest level, the most precious item to them, and they gave the rock to the human for saving the other otter. Gosh, I don't want to cry, but it was so precious. Blue whales are so big that a small child would be able to swim in their veins. I'm very uncomfortable now. There are 1,710 steps in the Eiffel Tower. I've been to Paris, but I have not been up to the Eiffel Tower. Kind of feel like I missed out on that one. Odd. Pirates wore earrings out of the superstitious beliefs that it would improve their eyesight and protect them from seasickness and drowning. There is sunlight directly in my face, even though I have blinds on. So I'm sorry if I look a bit weird, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. The Twitter bird is named Larry after NBA legend Larry Bird. Well, unfortunately, we do not have the bird or Twitter anymore. We have X now with the boring black and white logo, so. Mike Tyson once offered a zookeeper $10,000 to let him fight a gorilla. Luckily, the zookeeper declined the offer. I've heard about this. Also, I don't know how I feel about it. Just no. Vincent van Gogh only sold one painting during his lifetime. It wasn't until after his death that his artwork became popular and valuable. The average person walks 110,000 miles in their lifetime, which is the equivalent of walking around the world 5 times. 5 times around the world. I cannot even imagine that, honestly. Tears contain a natural painkiller that also improves your mood. Is that why you feel better after you cry? When you let it out, is it because it contains a natural painkiller? It's interesting. In the 1800s, ketchup was sold as medicine to help treat indigestion. Did it work though? That is my question. Did they have other ingredients? Well, obviously tomatoes, but I mean, did they add anything that would be useful for helping indigestion? That's my question, and it doesn't. This book does not answer that. Ironically, the name for the fear of long words is... I don't think I can read this. I'll try. Hippopotomonstrosis quiptaliophobia. First try. Cows have accents. The way a cow moves differs between herds and locations. It's interesting. You're twice as likely to die from a vending machine falling on you than by being eaten by a shark. You're also more likely to die from taking selfies, as we have learned already. The blob of toothpaste on your toothbrush is known as as you would expect, every winter it freezes over. Lobsters communicate by urinating at each other. No comment. High heels were originally made for men. In the 15th century, they were used by Persian men to help keep their feet secure in their stirrups when horse riding. Polar bear liver is toxic to humans due to its high levels of vitamin A. Even a small amount could be fatal. Saudi Arabia imports camels from Australia. Despite not being native, Australia currently has the largest wild population of camels. What? What? When a person gets a kidney transplant, the old kidney are usually left in the body. What? This means there are people out there with 3 and 4 kidneys in their body instead of the usual 2. A moose can dive up to 20 feet underwater in search of food. An octopus has 3 hearts. The first man to fly and the first man to walk on the moon were alive at the same time. Neil Armstrong was 17 years old when Orville Wright died. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy to think about. Just the amount of progress of technology in such a short period of time, right? Russia has a greater surface area than Pluto. And they still want more. I cannot be making political jokes in ASMR. Anyways, on Saturn and Jupiter, it rains diamonds. See, the Earth also has a lot of diamonds. The only reason why they're so expensive is because one company controls almost the entire supply. De Beers, by the way. That's the only reason why they're expensive. They're not actually scarce in nature. The price is driven, like in a fake way, actually. Diamonds are not expensive, or they should not be based on how many diamonds there are on planet Earth. That's what I'm trying to say. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. The current US flag was designed by Robert G. Heft as a school project when he was 17 years old. He received a B-. Sometimes, as much as I appreciate education, sometimes schooling systems might not be the best, and they're grading. Just saying. Just saying. Fortune cookies were invented in America, not China. I've done a video eating fortune cookies this year, and the quotes that they had in them were absolutely atrocious, and I feel like I have to do one for January 2025. If the same brand is going to come up with the same fortune cookies, I have to do one, because the fortune cookies always screwed me over. But January. In a room of 23 people, there's a 50-50% chance that 2 of those people share a birthday. This is known as the birthday paradox. 23 people only, though. How does that make sense? I don't know. Hippopotamus milk is pink. 16 years of footage is uploaded to YouTube every single day. Every single day. 16 years of footage. Wow. Of the first 5 US presidents, 3 of them died on the 4th of July. Cows have best friends and get sad if they're separated for too long. It's kinda sad. If you could double your money every day,